All right. Hello, everyone, and now welcome to a game between Foggy and Hitman. This game taking place here on Northern Isle. Over here on the bottom left-hand side of the map, we have Hitman spawning as the blue orc going up against Foggy, who has spawned as the red night elf. This is your standard and NetEase ladder match. Nothing too strange or out of the ordinary here going on, as things are currently getting underway. Let's take a look at what's going to be happening here. Well, what are my predictions? My predictions are we will be looking at most likely a Keeper of the Grove going up against, Blademaster and Grunts. That is the standard type of play that you would expect to see. But you know what? We have been playing, or we have been casting highlight reel games. So, well, the sample size and the sample set is smaller, but we may see some, unique strategies. Let's see if that is going to be the case. No, it is a Keeper of the Grove going up against a Blademaster. Nothing too strange here. Now, the big questions are, what are the players really going to be trying to go for? It feels like a lot of orc players have been trying to go for a very fast tech to tier 2, but that's not what Hitman is doing. He's going for a Voodoo Lounge, and it looks like he may be able to stay close to home. The timing on that Voodoo Lounge shows that he needs those items earlier. And the only reason why you would need those items earlier is if you plan on doing some early creeping, perhaps trying to clear out some of these creep camps here, and then having those healing salves ready before you try to put on any additional pressure. Archer now trying to pull back here. Ancient of War is in position. You can see that Tuskar Warrior getting a little bit of damage there. Ogre Magi. This is a 5-4-4 creep camp as opposed to your typical 5-3-3, which will give level 2 to the Keeper of the Grove once he goes ahead and finishes it off. Blademaster does still have the Scroll of Town Portal. Voodoo Lounge is about 75% done now, as the Blademaster should finish off the remaining creeps. And then once this is all finished off, he should sell that Scroll of Town Portal, pick up some double healing salves, maybe a Scroll of Speed, and then be on his merry way. Meanwhile, back across over here, there goes one unit. Keeper of the Grove picks up a Potion of Invulnerability. Gonna finish off that last Tuskar right there. Keeper of the Grove saving that Ancient of War from near certain death. And we'll see if the Keeper of the Grove now tries to do a bit of harassment, or if he's gonna just try to continue to do that creeping. Gloves of Haste, nice item there. Only one healing, nope, 2 healing salves now being purchased. Charge now being used there, as the Blademaster is behind in terms of overall level, but he's pretty much right where he should be in terms of the game. All right, Keeper of the Grove going to come across here, going to get some damage onto that Blademaster. Gao getting an entangle onto that Keeper of the Grove. That Keeper of the Grove taking some major damage right there, adding in that entangle as these forces of nature are trying to finish it off. That Grunt now down to 134 hit points will end up getting finished off. And Hitman really just not able to do very much here. That Keeper of the Grove, that harassment early on causes so much problems, as the Blademaster now wandering through here trying to figure out where that Archer is, will not be able to find him, as the Archer now tries to walk away. All right, there's a Windwalk Strike getting in some additional damage. Archer now shadow melded there. Blademaster, trying to do a little bit of back and forth. Keeper of the Grove getting in some damage. Does not buy the Dust of Appearance. The Blademaster had already purchased it, and now chasing after that Keeper of the Grove there. Coming back around, we do not see that many Grunts out onto the field. Overall supply count is 20 over 40. You see the extra orc burrows, but he's not really able to train up any units. I guess it gives a place for the peons to hide, but that's not necessarily what you really want to be doing in this matchup. Foggy trying to put pressure onto that Blademaster. Blademaster archers just exchanging blows right here. And this is a tough spot for that Blademaster. Yes, the Blademaster can in fact, he used an entangle. That could be a problem. Is it going to end up getting taken down? 1 or 2 more shots should do it. There's the healing salve. It does get hit, but the Windwalk was already in effect, thereby neutralizing that bit of damage. Now, that Blademaster, is he going to try and Windwalk Strike again? He has to be extremely careful. He doesn't have any more mana to, Windwalk in order to get away. Meanwhile, the Keeper of the Grove wandering back and forth here. The Blademaster may just try to steal a little bit of experience, but Foggy knowing the cooldown on that, purposely waited until the unit was trying to, well, perhaps head back. All right, let's take a look. Blademaster could end up taking a little bit of damage, gonna lose a little bit of that heal there. Archer trying to get in position. Is it gonna get into a unit surround? And it looks as though Hitman able to escape. One frog just hopping and jumping around. Archer is now gonna come back around the other way as the Blademaster is now in serious trouble. Are we gonna see a shadow meld? No shadow meld there. That Archer now pulling back. Beautifully done with the 4 units surround, only to see a grunt show up and, well, give a little bit of a love tap before that Blademaster gets taken out. Back at the other side of the map, Shadowhunter is getting trained up. The Blademaster is now getting resurrected. We're going into that Spirit Lodge, and this is going to be Shamans for Purge. The latest tradition, or the latest strategies that we've been seeing, do have Shamans for Purge and also Lightning Shield. Lightning Shield has become a much more powerful ability. You're able to purge down those Keeper of the Groves, those summons, and also adding in Lightning Shield makes it hazardous to your health to even just stand by a grunt. All right, Ogre Magi could get easily taken down here. Serpent Wards are now down. You can see the focus fire on those Serpent Wards trying to take down the Ogre Magi quickly. 14 to 16 damage. That is, in fact, very high damage, as the grunts will be forced to retreat here. A little bit too much damage being absorbed. You can take a look at this. 14 to 16 damage per attack times 4. That is incredibly high. Shadowhunter quickly uses up some heals as the units are now making their rounds out. Shadowhunter just shy of level 2. Blademaster getting to level 2 as the Shadowhunter perhaps wants to be at level 2 as well. Are we going to get a little bit more clearing ability? That is the big question. Shadowhunter could be using a clarity potion as well to try and fight back all of these units here. No Wardens are in the back here. Are we going to perhaps throw down some more Serpent Wards? No, we are not. We're actually going to go into an engagement. Another Entangle onto a Grunt there. Scroll of Speed now trying to be used as the Blademaster off to the north trying to stop that expansion location. All right, Alchemist coming in right from behind, catching, well, me a bit unaware, not realizing that he had tried to engage right there. All right, Wisp could get taken out. Wisp nowhere to go except for detonation as the Blademaster, well, will try and wind walk away. You saw the acid bomb. It is revealed. The entangle has come to an end. Blademaster still wandering back around here, but he has to be very careful. That wind walk could come to an end at any moment, and then he will be absorbing a fair bit of damage. Shadowhunter gets to level 2. We are going to be looking at more items being picked up here. Shadowhunter going for perhaps Serpent Wards and a Healing Wave. That is a very strong 1-2 combination as the Shamans are taking a little bit of damage as well. Are we going into Adept Training? Yes, we are. Adept Training right there. No tech to tier 2. Meanwhile, Blademaster getting choked up on a frog once again needs to get away. Blademaster exchanging blows against a Murloc Flesh Eater. Is it going to get taken down? It looks as though the Night Elf could easily finish off that last shot there, getting that one unit and that experience. Blademaster will be forced to retreat again. Meanwhile, back off to the north here, Shadowhunter could have a very bad day indeed, as the units are now being just dropped down here. Double Null Overseer. Shadowhunter should be using a healing salve on himself right now, at least trying to recover some of that hit points. Claws of Attack +6 as well, as you can see. Take a look at this. Shaman is just trying to heal up as much as possible. Meanwhile, the Blademaster needs to keep track of where the Keeper of the Grove and that Alchemist is. The last thing you want to do is allow your opponent to get a potential creep jack on you again. Foggy sitting on an 8 supply advantage. Alchemist still wandering back around here. Archers, Dust of Appearance, making sure that the Blademaster is not nearby. Shows up. Blademaster now going to go ahead and engage. We do have Scroll of Healing as well, as we could be trying to fight back here. All right, taking down that Null Overseer. There you go. Devotion Aura now picking back up as you see a little bit of damage going around. All right, Lightning Shield onto this Grunt. However, that Grunt will end up just getting taken down. No Healing Wave on him, as the Blademaster could try to go after the Alchemist. Alchemist, one more strike. There is a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. That looked like there was an Orb of Lightning. Oh, no, that was just a Purge coming in from the Shaman to try and stop them. Stop that Shaman from getting, stop that Alchemist from getting away. Foggy does have a big economic advantage right now, with twice the amount of gold, but since he is being taxed, it is only a 40% increase. Meanwhile, Serpent Wards are being placed down as the Entangled Gold Mine could get finished off here in just a moment. All right, Serpent Wards are all in position. Serpent Wards trying to poke back every which way. Let's take a look at this. 27 to 30 damage, that is rather high indeed, but the Shadow Hunter doesn't have that much mana left to really try and fight back here. All right, there's a detonation once more. Wisp now trying to pull back again. Serpent Wards, archers are going to go ahead and pelt those units down. Triple Serpent Wards, that is 27 to 30 damage per attack. You see Fairy Fire also being used, giving a little bit of sight as well, as the Serpent Wards can try and poke at that Tree of Life. All of these summons do eventually start causing problems here, as the Blademaster sitting at level 2 still makes its way back around. All right, triple Serpent Wards trying to find the perfect line to place them down, have them be effective without them being within easy range of these Druids of the Talon and the archers. Watchtowers now being placed down as well. Hitman doing his best to try and focus down some of these units. All right, are we going to see a couple of detonations? Yes, there's one detonation there. Shadowhunter still has plenty of mana to go. Double Serpent Wards again. Healing Wave going down. Healing Spray going down as well, as the Serpent Wards are trying to fight back. However, they are getting focused down rather quickly. Grunts getting lost into the mix as well. Lightning Shield trying to keep that Grunt alive. Not going to work out well. Druid of the Talon needs to somehow stay alive here. The Serpent Wards are not really doing that much damage, but one Demolisher could change all of that. All right, that racking up in damage. The Demolisher dealing so much damage. Is it going to try and engage? There you go. Another big splat right there. Serpent Wards being thrown down. Keeper of the Grove gets the last shot onto one of those shamans there, as the Keeper of the Grove now simply just runs on by. Where is he going? Where is he going? The Foggy heading over to the store now. Meanwhile, let's take a look at this. More pressure still coming into play. Voodoo Lounge has been completed. We're now going into a Watchtower again. Clarity Potion being used, as that damage is just gonna, well, get rather high here in just a moment. Staff of Teleportation rejoining in with the rest of the fight. Keeper of the Grove sitting at 125. Serpent Wards are all right here, ready to go. Shaman, Purge, where are all of these units going? Sentry Ward, there is a Purge. Healing Spray trying to save that Alchemist. Alchemist being forced to use the Scroll of Healing to try and stay alive, and it still gets taken down. Shaman continuing that fight again. Demolisher in the backfield. Druids of the Talon from Foggy fighting back very heavily. Dots are not a very common unit any longer. Lightning Shield now coming across. And are we going to see some sort of Purge? Without a Purge, there's just so many dangerous areas for the Night Elf army to even simply be standing. If you are standing still, you are taking far too much damage. As we take a look at the Shadowhunter picking up a Potion of Healing and a Potion of Mana. Serpent Wards could go down. Healing Wave coming across, but the damage was already done, as we see a number of Druids of the Talon trying to get away. All right, Druid of the Talon getting, felled left and right. Blademaster gonna try and engage, perhaps can try and walk down another unit. There's a Purge onto the Keeper of the Grove. Keeper of the Grove does have a Potion of Invulnerability and uses it in order to head out. All right, Guard Tower or Scout Towers are here poking away, trying to do a bit of damage. Peons should be repairing right here, as that expansion is going to be taking a large amount of damage. Blademaster finishes off one Druid of the Talon. Another Druid of the Talon could get finished off here. It gets in, well, Blademaster gets entangled, thereby, well, slowing things down just a bit. Purge to try and finish off some of those units. Blademaster now seeing that level 4 can finish off more units. There is Mirror Image as one of the abilities, as Lightning Shield on Mirror Images. All right, Lightning Shield on Mirror Images doing damage, just standing around as well. Let's take a look back across here. Blademaster now going to try and engage after all of those units. Keeper of the Grove could end up falling down. Mana from the Moonwells giving hit points to the Keeper of the Grove, but a little bit of congestion in the back line. Scroll of Town Portal finally being used in order to get away. Acid Bomb. Blademaster, however, dies to the Acid Bomb even after windwalking. 48 supply compared to 26. Guard Towers now poking away here. We have fortified armor upgrades. Gonna be difficult to take those out. Hitman sitting at 31 supply compared to 48. Shadowhunter sitting at level 4. Shadowhunter does not have any healing items, neither does the Blademaster. But, well, when the Voodoo Lounge is so plentiful, you can restock up rather fast. All right, Blademaster having a little bit of a bad time here. Shadowhunter does have a Clarity Potion. Healing Wave should be coming in. There's always a Serpent Ward. Healing Wave going back around. Just try to poke down the lower hit point units, and you would actually be in an okay spot. Meanwhile, more Ents joining in on the fight still. All right, let's take a look at this. Tree of Life absolutely getting pelted. Units are now trying to engage. Blademaster is off over here. Serpent Wards dealing damage consistently. Meanwhile, well, let's continue to take a look at this. Archers are going to end up getting taken down as well. All right, Blademaster now needs to head back. Druids of the Talon here ready to go. Ents now here ready to go. We could see a number of purges trying to finish off all those units, and that is just going to continue to give more experience to the Shadow Hunter and that Blademaster. Blademaster sitting at about 400 hit points. Doesn't have Spirit Link. That's one of the reasons why he is just so squishy right now. Much of that damage is all being absorbed just by armor, but that Fairy Fire is causing problems. Fairy Fire is the main ability right now. We are not going into Cyclone on these Druids of the Talon, and we are taking the Tree of Eternity. Units trying to head back now. 48 supply compared to 32. Wisp gonna get taken down. Wisp after Wisp now being lost here as we can turn back around and perhaps try and live and fight another day. Blademaster, Gloves of Haste, continuing that fight now. More damage being pushed on through here. Shaman are in the back. Let's take a look as the Shadow Hunter is going to be able to purge down, finish off the Keeper of the Grove. Keeper of the Grove could end up getting taken down. Yes, it does. Keeper of the Grove and the and the Blademaster both fall. It is the fight of the secondary heroes, but a level 5 Shadow Hunter should normally beat a level 3 Alchemist in terms of, survivability. Shadow Hunter down to 67 hit points. Where is this Shadow Hunter perhaps going to try and go next? Low on hit points, negative armor, -1 armor. Therefore, instead of having 30% more effective hit points, actually having 5% less effective hit points there. Shadow Hunter is trying to heal back up and also using that Clarity Potion to get more mana. Meanwhile, Blademaster getting resurrected will take a little bit of time. Shadow Hunter or Keeper of the Grove may be resurrected back in the middle portion of the map. Keeper of the Grove at level 5 still alive. Units are all still in a mad run as this Shaman gets taken out from the back. 44 supply compared to 31. More fighting going every which way. Shadow Hunter needs a little bit more mana again, as the units are now trying to back up. All right, Blademaster now back out onto the field. Goblin Tinker joins in on the fight, only to see a purge. Are we going to perhaps see multiple purges onto that Tinker? Tinker could get taken down. Perhaps he wasn't expecting the Blademaster to come back out, as we're going to see the Pocket Factory also get taken down here. Pocket Factory now down. No more additional units. Voodoo Lounge is gone, but the Tree of Life under duress because of the double watchtowers. All right, are we going to see some more purges? Yes, we are. Double purge all the way from the Shamans, finishing off all of these forces of nature here. Meanwhile, damage is starting to add back up again as the Blademaster, does get a lightning shield and is in a good spot to just stand next to some units and try and deal damage. All right, it looks as though unit after unit is going to fall here. Lightning shield, the big damage dealer so far. Healing wave still keeping units alive as the Blademaster finally gets to level 5. Blademaster could try and win walk away. No, does not win walk away. Could have perhaps finished off another handful of units here. Blademaster down to 210 hit points, decides to back off as the watchtowers are still pelting and causing problems. Gold is still being mined away as well. Let's take a look at this. Entangled Gold Mine. All of those Wisps are going to be out here in just a moment. Perhaps the Peons should just be trying to attack and finish off the units as the Keeper of the Grove and the Druid of the Talon making their way back off to the north. All right, Ents joining in on the fight. It looks as though the watchtowers are not trying to focus, or we're just simply trying to focus down that Entangled Gold Mine. Healing Spray coming back every which way. 39 supply compared to 44. Hitman is doing a great job trying to catch back up, and I believe he has surpassed his opponent in terms of overall army size, but is that going to be enough? Alchemist down to 350 some odds hit points. All right, there's a lightning shield. Big damage there. Staff of Teleportation. Alchemist gets taken down. Big loss once more as the Blademaster gets in a purge onto the Tinker from the help of another unit there. Blademaster just going to try and stand. Yes, it finishes off one. Goblin Tinker gets taken down as well. And I believe Hitman is going to be losing the Foggy here. Hitman with 42 supply, winning the supply race, and is also going to take down the economic advantage that Foggy has been trying to desperately hold on to. Shaman getting purged out again. Tree of Life taking a lot of damage. A lot has been invested into trying to maintain that expansion, and Well, because of that, well, he may be behind. Cyclone now finishing Blademaster back out onto the field. Lightning Shield could go down on multiple units here as the Druids of the Talon now try to head back. All right, multiple units getting finished off once more. Let's take a look. Shaman gonna make their way over. Blademaster able to save. A low hit point Grunt as all the units are still, well, bursting and trying to get their way through. All right, Druid of the Talon down to 270 some odd hit points. Shaman are all here ready to go. Are they going to try and engage again? No, they are not. Meanwhile, Tree of Life still taking a lot of damage and having some major setbacks. Foggy now finally down by 14 supply, and this may be the beginning of the end. Cyclone picking up the Shadow Hunter. Druids of the Talon trying to back away. Are they going to be able to back up in time? The Moonwells still fairly full. The Trees trying to join in on the fight, but having to walk around those Moonwells a bit out of position as the Serpent Wards, well, acting as a little bit of a ward for vision, but also allowing the Shamans to be able to click and purge down all of these forces of nature well before they are within range. All right. Blademaster heading back off to the north. Staff of Teleportation. Blademaster now trying to get away. Sitting at level 5, down to 175 hit points. Is it going to be able to get away? Shamans could perhaps turn back around, get a little bit more experience for that Blademaster. But no, it does not seem to be happening right now. Shadow Hunter also very close to leveling as well. All right, more mining getting underway. Shadow Hunter could easily just try and walk up here, finish off 1 or 2 Wisp, and that would probably be the end of that, giving level 6 to that Shadow Hunter more mana, more powerful abilities. This is only the level 2 variety of Serpent Ward. It looks like it's level 3 Healing Wave. Once we go into level 3 Serpent Wards, well, all bets are off. All right, Druids of the Talon coming out of Crow form, dealing massive damage, able to focus down many of those Demolishers. And the Demolishers, the main unit to take down the buildings, has now been, well, removed from the fight. 50 supply compared to 40. Druids of the Talon looking for perhaps where to go next. Blademaster continuing the fight here. Are we going to see a proc at all, or perhaps use of Lightning Shield? All of that would work out extremely well. Grunt getting taken out again as more forces of nature look to join in on the fight. Keeper of the Grove sitting at 5. Alchemist sitting at 4 compared to level 6 Blademaster. There's the Blade Storm chasing after all of those units. There goes 2 units. There goes 3. There goes... Oh, are we going to see the Alchemist get taken down? Alchemist could get taken down. Squirrel Town Portal finally being used. There goes 1, well, Shaman. But the Blademaster did deal his bit of damage. Meanwhile, the Watchtower is still looking to finish off that Tree of Life here. 1 Druid of the Talon still in the main field. Let's take a look. This one Tree of Life could have, well, a very bad day here in just a moment. All of the Wisp are going to end up being in trouble here. The Grunt could perhaps try and engage. Blademaster, is he going to get Acid Bomb? No, just Orbed of Venom. And with that, he's not going to be able to recover the necessary hit points as quickly. Now, Blademaster going to go ahead and try and venture forth, only to see the rest of the units have, well, drawn a little bit of a line in the sand and daring the Blademaster and the Orc army to cross it. Every time he crosses it, a little bit more damage gets eaten up by the army, and that is going to become a problem. You cannot absorb free damage without dealing some of your own, and that's what really Cyclone enables you to do. You're able to cyclone up your opponent's primary heroes and units and then finish off the remaining support without really putting yourself in any real risk, as your opponent simply cannot retreat and cannot chase you. Blademaster now continuing that fight up here in the front. Blademaster seeing that level 6 healing spray, not enough onto that Tinker. Shamans making their way over. Shadowhunter now sitting at 6 as well. Cyclone picking up the units as the Tree of Life is about to get taken down. Blademaster is in position. There is that mirror image right there. Entangle onto that Blademaster. Blademaster now looking to get away. More damage being absorbed. Blademaster, perhaps it can get a little bit more mana and execute another Blade Storm here in just a second. 31 supply compared to 30. Blademaster wants to finish off some of these Wisps. Make sure that the mining is really significantly cut down. As you see, well, also an Illusion Blademaster exchanging blows here. Serpent Wards yeah, of Hitman. Gonna finish off Foggy here, and that is gonna be the game. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.